Good morning everyone, my name is Federica and welcome to my channel. This is my first video in English. I'm gonna take you with me in my day. I'm a professional ballet dancer. I live in Prague and I work with the Czech National Ballet. So I've been doing many videos in my channel about what I eat and what I do during my day. But because I have many friends who don't understand Italian, I decided to start filming some videos in English as well. In this video I'm gonna take you with me in my day to show you how it looks like. I think it's pretty interesting for people who are not inside the ballet world to see how the days of a dancer are. Yeah, this morning I have my morning class, which is like a ballet training we do every day. It takes 1 hour and 15 minutes so that we can warm up and improve our technique. Then I'm gonna have a short break, and after we will have the first rehearsal of the day. Then we have the lunch break and other rehearsal in the afternoon. I start my day at 10 and today I'm gonna finish at 5, but I'm gonna go there earlier in the morning because I need to warm up and to train a little bit my abs. I'm gonna show you also what I eat because I'm vegan, so I don't eat animal produce, so I think it could be interesting for you to see what I eat and also to get some inspirations for your meals. I already had breakfast this morning. Usually my breakfast is always a bit the same. I have a coffee with some soy milk, and then this morning I made my favorite porridge with banana, frozen berries and cashew butter. I usually alternate cashew butter and peanut butter or other kind of like nut butters because they are my obsession. But yeah, I really love it and it's filling, and I also have some protein powder in it, so it's really complete meal. Before we start, I remind you to subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss the next videos and to give me a thumb up to support me. Now we can start with the video. This is my lunch for today. I made some bulgur with chickpeas, cherry tomatoes, black olives and grilled zucchini. It's really good to eat it also cold, so I don't need to warm it up. And I really enjoy it because it's complete, it has carbs, proteins, fats and also some vegetables. For my afternoon snack, I'm gonna have some soy yogurt with ground flax seeds, apples and chocolate cookies. So I'm done for today and I could go home by metro, but I would like to walk because it's really beautiful and even though it's windy, I really love this part of the city center. So I'm gonna enjoy a little walk and I'm gonna try to show you something. I've been doing videos on YouTube for like 2 years I think, and it's still very weird to walk and record myself because I feel like I see people watching at me like, what the heck is she doing? But I don't care, like I'm not doing anything crazy. So today it was really nice at work. We had the rehearsals for the Latin Feed, which is a new production. And so usually it takes so long to learn a new ballet and to learn the steps and the costumes, everything is new for everyone. But I really enjoy the process, so I think it's one of the best parts of the seasons when we have a new production, because you know, doing something new is always exciting. I love how cute these flowers are, oh my god, like everything is so clean if you compare it to Italy. Like they don't even care about planting flowers, they just leave the trash on the floor. So I feel like this is one of the best views you can get in Prague. I think today it's gonna take 1 hour to go back home because I'm stopping every single time to take a video of something. I had a snack, I just had my yogurt. It's so windy, maybe you cannot even hear me, but it was really delicious. And then now let's see what I'm gonna prepare for dinner, I don't know yet. I'm passing by this theater, which is one of the 3 theaters where we perform. We have I think 2 productions here, and it's called the Estates Theater and it's really famous in Czech Republic because Mozart played here his first Don Giovanni, so it's really beautiful. This is one of the, I think it's the main square in Prague, and here we have the astronomical clock. There is always a lot of people in front of the clock because every hour like there are some things moving. I've never seen that, but I feel like it's just a few seconds. It's always very busy with tourists here, but it's still very nice. Okay, so that one, this one, is another theater where we dance. It's called the National Theater, and we perform there, for example, the Nutcracker in December. And yeah, so now I turned the camera, and many other things. And to be honest, it's one of my favorite theaters because it's closer to my place and because it's beside the river, so there is a beautiful view from the changing room. I just arrived home, it's about 6, and I still have, I think, half an hour free before I have to start cooking dinner. So I was thinking about introducing myself to my international friends because I've done, I think, 2 years ago a video in Italian explaining who I am and about like my story in general. But because this is my first video in English, I would like you to know who I am. So my name is Federica and I'm 23. I'm a professional ballet dancer and I live in Prague and I work here with the Czech National Ballet Company since August 2019. So I've been living here for almost 4 years now. I was born in Italy, in the south, in Sicily, in Palermo is the name of my city. And when I was 4, I started dancing. At the beginning, it was just for fun. But then at the age of 14, 15, I started to really enjoy it and they became my biggest passion. And so I decided that I wanted to try to become a professional dancer and to make my passion my job. So when I was 15, I tried to enter in the best ballet school in Italy, which is in Milan, and is the ballet school from La Scala Theatre, and I got accepted. So I went there and I studied there for 3 years, where I graduated in 2018. After my graduation, I came back home in Palermo because I didn't get any work contract. But then after a few months, I had the audition for the Teatro San Carlo in Naples, which is in the south of Italy and is one of the most beautiful theaters in Europe in general. And so I've been working there for I think 4 or 5 months with the production of Swan Lake. So it has been my first experience as a professional dancer. But then I realized that I really wanted to try an international experience and to go abroad. So I auditioned for here for this company in Prague and I got accepted. So that's why I'm here, because I got the contract and this company is one of the best in Europe. We are 80 dancers and we perform, I think, 12 or 13 productions a season, which is a lot compared to the other companies around the world. 4 years ago, I moved here and now my life since I arrived here really changed a lot. Because in the beginning I was really like a kid. I was 19 and I was very scared. I didn't know many people here. In the beginning it was quite hard for me to feel comfortable with the situation of living abroad. First, I think 3 or 4 months have been quite hard, but then of course I started making new friends and meeting new people in the company. Now I'm really happy with my life. This is really quickly my story. Then about veganism, I went vegan when I was 13 in November 2012 because actually when I was 11, a friend of mine from Ballet, she told me that her sister was a veterinary and she showed her like the videos from the slaughterhouses and she showed me how the animals are killed. In the beginning I thought that this was just a problem of meat and it was just the meat industry that was killing animals. So I decided to stop eating meat and to go vegetarian. But then 1 year and a half later, I saw the best speech you could ever heard from Gary Roskai, and I went vegan because of course I realized that in order to make the milk and the eggs and dairy produce in general, animals suffer and die as much as they do in the meat industry. So it didn't make sense for me to stay vegetarian. And yeah, I was 13 when I went vegan, and I remember that I sent the link of these videos to my dad by email. And I told him like I really don't want to make anyone suffering for me, so I will go vegan. And of course in the beginning it was like a shock for my parents because they were I think 45, about 45 years old, and they have been like they grew up eating meat. And also in Sicily there is the culture of cheese in pizza especially. But then suddenly they decided to follow me because they understood that I was right, that it was very wrong to abuse and kill animals in order to put them inside a sandwich. So basically we all together became vegan, and I had this really big luck that I could start this journey with my parents. Then of course in the past 10 years everything changed, because at the supermarket now you can find everything. Like there is also the tuna vegan, every kind of cheese you can find it vegan. But trust me that 11 years ago it wasn't the same. Also the doctors were a bit like, we don't know if it could be healthy for the kid because she's just 13. But in the end, of course, everyone knows that a vegan diet is sustainable for everyone. So that's how I went vegan, basically because of the animals and because I saw the videos of how they are killed and how they are abused by those industries. But then, I think 5 years ago, my dad started with activism. He joined the Anonymous for the Voiceless Cube of Truth in Palermo, which is my city. So I actually started with activism as well in November 2022. I decided that being vegan for me was not enough anymore because I really wanted to do more for the animals, and I decided to start with activism because I felt like it wasn't anymore just my problem, but it was a problem of the animals, and I wanted to be their voice, and that's why I joined the Anonymous for the Voiceless as well. And since November 2022, which was I think 5 months ago, basically my life changed completely because I found like an amazing group of people, of friends, and now they are my family. And whenever I think about it, I feel like, how did I survive without them? I was feeling so lonely in the beginning because my friends, of course, at work, I have many friends, but I have never had such a big group of friends that I love. I love each one of them. I respect them. I love the fact that we are all vegans, and it doesn't mean just that we eat all the same things. It means that we all think the same way and we all have the same values. And as I said, I went vegan when I was 13, and I have never had such a big group of friends, which were vegan, all of them. And so for me, it is one of the best things that happened in my life, not just this year. And so since November, I started to have a lot of fun and to really enjoy my life and my friends. So I'm really happy for that. And also, I started university 2 years and a half ago, but now I'm basically done because I have done all of my exams, I have done my thesis, I sent it to the teacher, and I'm waiting for her response. But yeah, I will have to go to Rome in July to discuss the thesis, and then I will be graduated. I studied digital communication and marketing on social media. I did it because, first of all, I've always loved studying in general. It's something that I really do love as much as dancing, probably. So I was feeling like I had to keep studying after my high school, and I found this telematic university which could allow me to study online and to take my exams here in Prague. Yeah, and then finally this journey ended because it has been really hard for me to study and work at the same time. But I'm really happy that I did it because it gave me, I think, the opportunity to learn a lot, also about something that I would like to do in the future. So I've been talking for too long now. Now I think it's time for me to start preparing my dinner. So this is my dinner. I got 2 slices of bread. This one has a vegan cream cheese from Violife and cherry tomatoes. Then the other one has homemade hummus, that one, with tomato as well. And then we have some broccoli and some tempeh. This is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. And if you don't want to miss the next one, please subscribe to this channel and give me a thumb up to support me. I really had fun talking to you in English today, and I'm looking forward for the next videos. I'm sure you will like them. I send you a big kiss and see you soon.